Hello everybody, I am Ichabod Orange, and as usual, you're on my terrible fucking channel, where I don't plan anything ahead of time. I am here...
Except today, where he plans to talk about pro-abortion marches. No, it was anti-abortion marches.
I mean, I'm always pro-extermination of the human race. Nothing wrong.
Remember the time we drove past an anti-abortion march?
Which time?
The time you leaned out my window screaming, "Flush it out."
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that. Nope, flush it out. I forgot about flush it out. You gotta think, I'm not a man who holds stern public or political opinions. I'm just an entertainer.
Yeah, you just
want
shit on
motherfuckers to
whoever's
laugh.
nearby.
Yeah, okay.
They could have been pro-abortion marchers or anti-abortion marchers. You still would have screamed at them either way.
Okay, to be fair, it just matters which side of the car I have to roll down and lean out of.
Exactly.
If anti-abortion's on the side I can easily yell at. They're the ones that are getting it.
Yep.
Shit. But like that's the same time I was going down Mass and I started the Rosie O'Donnell story.
I don't think so.
Puss.
I don't think so, because immediately after you did that, you went into this weird rant of designing a
Okay,
dildo
to be fair, that's hilarious.
that was also a cross.
Okay, that
had Jesus on it, and then started screaming, "Who wants Jesus dick?" at the random people that were no longer the pro-life marchers, but
pro-choice marchers.
Just whatever, motherfucker. Whoever was marching by. And now it was just random people walking down Mass Street, and you're screaming, "Who wants Jesus dick?" Who wants
some Jesus dick? I still say "Eat Puss" was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. So for context, for those of you who are listening, we're going down Mass Street, and our objective was to see how many people we could get to look. So we're going down, and I'm thinking about what kind of a story I could tell. So basically, here's how the story went. There was a chick, in Tijuana, giving a donkey a blowjob. It was a donkey show, your average everyday thing. This is just shit that happens. So about 5 minutes into the show, in comes a big old butch Rosie O'Donnell. It's not actually Rosie O'Donnell. It's just a Rosie O'Donnell lookalike. I, under no circumstances, am saying necessarily with 100% certainty that Rosie O'Donnell is a big butch lesbian.
I am.
He is. I'm not. I don't know for sure. I don't think any attractive twink lesbian would be up for Rosie O'Donnell puss, but that's beside the point.
Wasn't she married to some chick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember who, but yeah, no, she was married for a while.
Ellen.
Yeah.
It definitely was not Ellen.
It definitely was not Ellen. So here comes the second bitch. She comes out as well. Same thing, big butch lesbian. This time looks like what was that other Leslie Jones?
Yeah, the chick that was in the
Ghostbusters fiasco.
Yeah.
So out comes next from Leslie Jones. Now when these two come out, they aren't coming out like a little little timid fucking oh no, this is my first donkey show. No, they kick down the fucking stripper door, come out. They look ready to eat puss. And then there's like these fucking 20 people on each side of the fucking car.
I'm cringing.
I am telling this story as loudly as humanly possible.
And he would pause. If there were huge gaps in people, he would pause the story.
Yeah. So right as we get to the end of Mass Street, I say the phrase, "They look like they're ready to eat puss." And the best part about it was the first person to look at the beginning of the story. Big old bush lesbian.
We don't know for sure that she was a lesbian. It's just a high likelihood. If we're judging 100% on appearance, that's exactly what you would say.
I'm sorry, when you can make Jake look femme, you're probably
on what angle you're
butch.
Looking at Jake from this point.
Well, yeah, you are not wrong.
Big flowing hair. You just look at him kind of from the side.
A little bit from the side, a little bit from behind. Don't quite catch the beard. You catch yourself looking at his ass. And all of a sudden he turns around and you're like,
What
Turn
the
back
shit?
around. To be fair, I know more than enough, little fairy kind of people that would just absolutely fucking love Jake. They would love his ass. Even though he's got one lefty?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, even though he's got one nut.
Yep. It's great. My wife has stolen the ice ball things that I have for whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
And she started filling our ice tray with them.
Mm-hmm.
And the next time Jake comes over, when he asks for a drink, she's going to put one of those in his drink, so he'll have two again.
So he's got two nuts again?
2 balls.
Fair enough.
It's just one of them's made of ice.
Yeah. I figured. So, you are basically the co-owner, co-host of Dirt Roadman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've had you on the channel before, but we haven't really ever super talked about what you're planning to do with Dirt Roadman.
Oh man, we've geared up a lot of different stuff this year. Last year we were just focusing on getting the name out there, getting name recognition. We sold some products and really we just kind of broke even. And if you account for all the whiskey we bought, we probably did not anywhere near break even.
Yeah, no shit.
But but we would have bought that either way, so I'm not counting it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless anyone listening works for the IRS, and then I'm totally counting it, and I bought it all for work.
Yep. Tax deductible whiskey.
That was the best thing about this business is my 2 favorite hobbies became tax deductible.
Fair enough.
As long as I filmed myself with it.
Yeah. So what did you bring me here? Is this the Swamp Rat again?
No, that is. I found out Arturo Fuente made like a $2.50 cigar, and Arturo Fuentes are amazing cigars.
Mm-hmm.
But they're normally like $8 a piece, $6 on the low end. So I grabbed that one in high hopes that it would be just like short ends, like throwaways.
Yeah, like on par
of their shit. So, like, it's not going to be their best stuff, but it still would be a decent cigar.
Yeah.
And then before I even got it lit, I cut it, and I couldn't get any air through it. And I had to cut it again, which is why it's cut so far in.
Oh, yeah, it also fucking looks like it's exploded.
And as soon as I did that, it started unraveling. And it just tastes like shit. But,
it's not as bad as the Swamp Rat was, though. Which instantly tastes like an ashtray. Don't get me wrong.
That's because the under wrapper was a Maduro, and you're not.
No, it straight up tastes just like an ashtray. I have 2 brothers. I've licked an ashtray before. It's nothing against Drew Estate's cigars, because you know me. I fucking love the Drew Estates.
Yeah, and I'll pull for Drew Estate a lot. Although, you had the Swamp Rat, I had the Swamp Thing. I thought it was okay, but it's nothing compared to their Undercrowns, and their flavored cigars are good. The Isla del Sol is my go-to cheap cigar.
Yeah.
And that's made by them.
So, what are the plans for Dirt Roadmen in 2019? It's a new year, new opportunities, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I sound like some sort of dickbag interviewer from the...
Well, no, we did.
Late
We
night.
took December off to kind of make plans for this year and try to maneuver some things around.
Yeah.
And really kind of set aims for ourselves. And one thing that we're trying to do more this year, we're still doing everything we did last year.
Yeah.
So we're still going to try to launch a couple new products, preferably a couple of products, so that we can focus more on actually generating revenue.
Yeah.
And we're trying to look at how to create something of a tribe or a men's group around it.
Mm.
The difficulty with that is if you slap your name on it,
And it goes
anything
downhill.
that anybody with that banner does reflects on the 2 assholes on the camera.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So we've been trying to figure that out, and we're going to try to do something with that this year.
Mm-hmm.
We also are doing a bunch of distillery tours at local distilleries, trying to do some work with them. Some marketing things. I don't know if you're familiar with the Man Spot, but he part of the way he bankrolls his stuff is he does ads for people, but he makes sure that his ads are basically just funny videos that happen to feature their products.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do some of that. We're in talks right now with an axe throwing company that I can't say the name of yet, but
yeah.
And couple other companies. And then some of these local distilleries were talking about maybe doing marketing for, or at least going after them. We don't have talks open with any of them yet.
Yeah.
And then the Outlaw Cigar Company is somebody that we're going to try to go after. And I can say that because I've made no moves towards them yet. But I've just been learning about them.
Yeah.
But I thought they were a cigar store. Mm-hmm. And they put out their own stuff. And basically anybody can do that. You can source cigars and just slap your band on them once you figure out a blend that you like.
How would I do that? Like, how would I go about doing that if I were to make, like, Citrus Quest cigars?
I'm honestly not that sure yet.
Let me know.
I haven't looked into doing it myself yet.
Like, if you get a chance, let me know.
It is considerably easier to get into, however, than opening, say, a distillery. Or doing anything remotely near the neighborhood of alcohol.
Yeah. Since you are the resident expert on booze and stuff, did you see the Fallout 76 big controversy around Nuka-Cola Dark? Basically, they had created a collector's item styled rum that was a cola rum, and rather than actually making the bottle, the glass Nuka-Cola bottle from the Fallout 76 or from Fallout 3 or 4, instead they made it like a plastic case that goes around just a regular bottle. But it has the labeling and all that shit on it.
Look at Bethesda phoning it in again.
Well, yeah, basically Bethesda phoned it in. But it's a 750 milliliter bottle. You know, your average rum. But they were selling it for $80.
I mean, are we sure they were selling it for $80? Because you can't buy directly from them.
It was from a company they'd leased to do it. The company was selling it for $80.
So that may not actually be their fault. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
They get to name their price to the distributor, and then depending on what state they're distributing in, they could have 2 tiers or 3 tiers.
Yeah.
So they get to name their price to the distributor pays that. They don't get to say what price the distributor can sell it for.
Yeah.
And the distributor doesn't get to say what price the store can sell it for. Mm-hmm. So there's arbitrary markups all through that process.
Yeah. Well,
so they might be selling it like they might be selling it for $20 a bottle, which means it could easily hit store shelves at $40 a bottle.
Yeah.
But somebody might have decided, oh, this is a Fallout thing, the gaming community is going to freak out about it, I'm going to mark it up, and then the store does the same thing, and all of a sudden it's 80 instead of 40.
Well, you ordered it online directly from the people that they did with the distribution. But the whole thing about it is I'm looking at this, and bottle of rum that size, I usually 20, maybe $30 for.
Depends on how good the rum is, and
it's not.
It depends on what's in there.
It's like cheapo.
Well, I'm not big on rum anyway. It's distilled sugar is basically all it is.
Oh yeah, it's mainly like Captain Morgan cola, you know, and not very good Captain Morgan cola. It tastes kind of like cough syrup. Regardless, the point being is
not very good and Captain Morgan in a sentence is redundant.
Well, yeah, I know, Mr. fucking whiskey snob over here.
It's not about being a whiskey snob.
I know. It's cheap. But I'd still spend $20, $30 for a bottle of Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
And then from what I've seen from it, it's not like flimsy. Mm-hmm. It's still like I've seen fucking Fallout like Pit Boy shit that's all plastic of the same quality of it sell for $200-$300 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
I could justify it just because you can take the fucking bottle out when you're done with the damn rum and close it and then have a little set piece.
You could even put new bottles in there, it sounds like that.
Yeah, you could even put a new bottle in there.
As long as it's relatively near the same size.
Yeah. So you're still, you know, I the way I see it, it's not as much of a misstep as banning players and making them have to write an essay to get unbanned.
No.
It's not as bad as, you know, fucking my God.
Rushing an Elder Scrolls game.
That's no, they're getting ready to do that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, let's move the timetable up a year. I'm sure we won't sacrifice any gameplay, right?
Well, let's be fair. They're using the same engine they've used for forever, and
they can put good stories on that engine, though.
Yeah, they can put good stories on that engine.
Better stories on that engine.
Look who's running it.
Yeah,
like that's the end of it. Now I've got nothing against Todd Howard, but his creative team he currently has in place. Fuck those people. They're idiots.
So this style of Fallout, right? Not Fallout 76. I'm ignoring that atrocity.
Like Fallout 4.
Fallout 4, Fallout 3, New Vegas. That style is amazing. And it was innovative when it started. But the best Fallout game like that, in my opinion, is New Vegas, which isn't...
Yeah, it was an Obsidian.
It isn't them.
Yeah, that was Obsidian that did that one. But they won't release to Obsidian because it was widely regarded that Fallout 3 was inferior to New Vegas.
Well, not only that, but Obsidian has been, their upper leadership has been volatile.
Mm-hmm.
They've been moving around, they've lost people, and...
Yeah.
I don't know too much more than that, but yeah, they don't want to license another game to Obsidian. Which is funny, because I just saw a trailer for something Obsidian's releasing that looks oddly similar to a Fallout-esque game.
Oh, the fucking Stardock shit we have to deal with. Let's not go down that road. So the next thing has been these serious issues with the Bethesda Activision thing.
I don't know anything about
Blizzard Activision.
So that they're dying?
Well, BlizzCon, which we all know happened.
Sure.
Like, that's about the easiest way to describe it. BlizzCon happened.
Everything has a con, so I'm not super sure.
And so they were all signs pointed to releasing Diablo 4.
Diablo. I'm going to call it Diablo for the rest
Diablo
of the
4, fine, whatever.
Alright.
All signs pointed to it being released. Teased, whatever. You know.
Something.
Yeah, something. So they released Diablo Immortals, which is a mobile app. It is a reskin of a Chinese dungeon crawler game.
Well, that sounds not very intelligent.
That was their main event, was to release a mobile game. Keep in mind,
maybe
it's not
they
just
thought they were going to be as prolific as Pokemon somehow.
Well, no, that's not the point. Like, the point of it is keep in mind, this was their core Diablo fan base that came. Whatever. Eat a dick. This was their core Diablo fan base. These are PC gamers. Some of them are a few console gamers.
Yeah, I've literally never played a Diablo game.
But
I've watched somebody play Diablo 2.
Yeah. Yeah, the producer plays Diablo 2. But, yeah, no, the whole point of it is they took a hardcore fan base. Like, take any number of hardcore PC games.
Mm-hmm.
And now release a mobile app reskin of that as the main of... Imagine, if you will, it seemed like they were teasing Elder Scrolls 6, and it looked beautiful and amazing through the entire teasing process. And then at, like, I don't know what Bethesda has, BethesdaCon.
Sure.
Whatever. They released Elder Scrolls Go.
Yeah.
Where you have to
Skyrim
throw soul gems.
Reality.
You have to throw soul gems.
Because we couldn't make Skyrim real world. This is what we tried to do.
Fucking hire me, Bethesda. I'll just have you throwing soul gems at Shale Gorath for the next 20 minutes.
Fuck that, I want to throw steel swords. Just like darts. Just sticking out of a guy. You kill a dragon, it's got like 47 swords in its back.
That would be fun.
At least for a few days.
Be fun. You gotta throw soul gems, but there's a chance they break. But you can buy 99 more soul gems for just $1.
Lovely.
Your capture rate is 1%.
Yeah.
They're petty soul gems. You paying out the ass for the grand soul gem.
Yeah.
Hire me, Bethesda. I'll give you a real deal on how to do this shit.
Yeah, on how to just really fail at your market.
Just reskin Inverse again with a Fallout skin.
They should really just take the hit and take the time to make a better game.
And what they should do is engage with their player base.
Yes, that would be intelligent.
sit down and calm
Instead
down.
of giving them stuff no one wants and letting them down when they do give them something. Like the
Oh,
Pit
sure.
Boy that was released with Fallout 4. It was
Or
garbage.
Or the Power Armor set that
Yes.
came with 76.
Yeah, it was garbage.
Yeah, it's basically just what happens when you don't sell enough games. You just melt it down and mold a new DLC pack out of
Yeah,
it.
they, meanwhile, another company came around. I can't even remember who it is. I know you can get it on, I think it's like ThinkGeek or something. This guy that used to work at the gas station told me about it.
Yeah.
That they made one that you can actually sync up with your computer.
And your computer and shit.
So that you can play Fallout via an actual Pit-Boy on your arm.
Yeah, that would be fucking cool. Oh,
It
shit,
was.
we are 20 minutes in.
But, yeah, how did we end up on a gaming discussion? I know very little about anything that's not Fallout, Elder Scrolls, or Red Dead.
Okay. Do you have anything that you do want to say to my audience about checking out Dirt Road Men in 2019?
No, not right off the cuff, because you didn't tell me what the hell we were doing, so I didn't think of anything.
So go check out Ingram.
We did just do all of our of the year videos.
Mm-hmm.
So we named the Bourbon of the Year, Rye of the Year, most importantly, though, Whiskey of the Year for 2018, and Cigar of the Year. And we named our worst Cigar of the Year, which someone was kind enough to give us.
You eat a dick. So go check out Ingram and Jake.
Yep.
Jake over on the Dirt Road Men on their channel. They upload fairly frequently, so don't be
2 to 3 times a week.
2 to 3 times a week. He's Matt Jarbo, but better. Anyway, I have coon shit to do. I will see you guys next time.